It's very relevant everything I'm broadcasting here because also it gets extrapolated to any dimension of matter you wanna picture and imagine or create. This same thing story, like in what I call the fitness place, what it happens to the person I live here, what happens with the idiot that enter in a conversation that does not belong to him, claiming that I'm breaking his peace just because he's hearing me talking. The rest of the issues, also this exists in something that is very popular, that is the relation between man and woman. Same stupid thing. Some, when they take the position of being the contrary, the confrontation through, they are not friends, they are not a couple, they are just enemies, standing each other to survive. That is also a symptom that the recursive creation of conflict and confrontation have get to the point of creating this symptom that is a symbol that indicates that the things will keep deteriorating with time. Same you can use for geostrategy and war techniques, and it's the same. It's the same information, it's just extrapolated into different scenarios and dimensions of human life existence. That's why they cannot be content with each other. At the end, you want to understand this, we can go back to the same example of we humans, we are not just an individual, we are a group of individuals that have shared tasks, not through monetary policy, not through politics, through existential need. I'm a carrier, you're the strong guy, you're the smart whatever, or perceptor, that you can frame a lot of things, or you can hear a lot of shit, like Mozart, but in the wilderness. Imagine a Mozart from the wilderness, like, there comes this type of bird, and when this type of bird comes, it announces that here in front maybe we are going to in a cliffs. The strong guy could not hear it, the carrier could not hear it, etc. Only this person. So giving what you have for yourself because you want to give it, and let the other give to you what it has by itself because it wants to give it, without making a capitalization of your human decisions and life, that is the pathway to not just to survive but to live, to experience, to evolve. The other opposite is always confrontation and conflict. You're expecting other behaves like you want because you suppose that you behave like he wants. Like sexuality is the same. Like, my dick doesn't get hard because I see a pair of tits and an ass. My dick gets hard because it's a muscle, because it receives an stimulus. I don't need to be imagining some person with tits hanging in their body to be able to have an erection. It's not about that. But same failure, same ontological failure, same framing, same collapse of mind. Get, as in the whole society, get to two people, they can never abide within each other in understanding and say, yes, you're different than me, I'm different than you, like the carrier and the strong guy or the bird listener. This is what I am, this is my skills, I need from you to you nourish these things from me. And as I will ask what you need from me to nourish, so you can keep doing what you can do the best, and me, and we can use these two skills to create then a relation and to live through it. Nobody that has this level of understanding to relate with others. They just try to relate through, as I already say in all videos, through any social narrative that is accepted and is well seen, because they're afraid to be looked like the wrong person, like the weird person, or like the whatever obsessive, whatever manichaeist concept you use for people that you see reality. They can try prove it. It's like the people of the fitness, what I was talking about, no, like, okay, but in your story I am the stupid person, but in my story is different. My story, like, there is no your story, there is no my story. There is a cause consequence scenario phenomena, one scenario upon the other in a material way represented. That is the story. That is the truth of a happening. There is no your story or your perspective or my imagination. No, neither mine. There is only the capacity to read that, to see, to be congruent with integral manage your integrity accordingly, that you will relate it as it is. You will say it as it is. If you do a mistake, you accept it. That's all. But okay, that's another more ingredient of the failure of the society that most of people lives now, or many integrants of the society. That the problem is that when they get to be too much, they make the whole construct to collapse, literally, like a virus. It is just like that. And the problem with that is, as the Bhagavad Gita said, once that it starts falling apart, then greater happenings, in the sense of the influence, the self-destructive influence that previous happenings had, they get magnified till self-destruction. Self-destruction is the last manifestation of failure, naturally, in the context of social arrangement. That doesn't mean death. I mean, also, bueno, is by goes hand by hand. Most of the cases is just transposed to the loss of your individual freedom and your personal privacy, very much. That is the only exhaustion door that all that ignorance, confrontation, conflict, delusional mind, psych pathologies have a way out. So you can keep existing, the others can keep existing, but everybody, every time, more individualized till, look, here we have a cell. This cell is Pepito. Pepito is an individual that every night, whatever. It seems that that's how everybody wants to live, and even that's the way they want to be loved. But the problem with that is that the human tissue, existential human tissue, get destroyed because it's like, okay, Pepito, Juan, Pepito, Petra, Peta, and any other name, Matthew, Sultan, Elias, Ricardo, whatever. I don't know. If Ricardo is a strong guy, but he wants everything for himself, and if Juan is the bird listener and he wants everything for himself, and the carrier is Shang Xiu She and wants everything from himself, they stop being able to maintain the human existential tissue. They stop being able to have the human relation, and they will aim to what the strong guy did, or the carrier did, or the bird listener did to create that sustainability. They will need a technology to do it, and that's where they will start the first step to the deconstruction, not just of society in an individualized mindset, also of civilization itself. From our times, we are very far away from that, unless there is some catalyst, like massive weapon destruction technologies that don't necessarily are bombs, can be many other things, that are also even not literally like damaging you physically. Like I say the other day, the ultimate weapon video, more things of that class, but at the end they have the same result, and they could even be more harmful, because a bomb will kill you right now, and will kill 100,000 people right now. This type of measurement can kill millions of people over the time, and it's like nobody notices it. It's not the aim to save humanity, no. It's not like, you should not die. Depends. In nature, you can see that you should die or not. Well, depends. It's true that one day, even you were the master of life and you never get any bad consequence of any of your actions, you will die. But inside that frame, there is the depends. Depends. So in that sense, is one step over the other. Is the same. You just need to see the systematic structure into which that exists, and see in which part of that moment they are. Because in that systematic structure, it will have different representations, like a body can enter into different evolutions. That is the piece of paper I'm making to explain that. That explains everything. Multi dimensions, parallel timelines, eh, like the electron entanglement. But in people, that while I'm here thinking about this, there is already somebody else thinking about the same somewhere else at the same time, or very close to the same range of time, etc. Or somebody doing something alike in a transposition or a transpolation of the same matter, of the same idea, of the same meaning that, for example, me now is speaking here, etc., 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 etc. So once you have all this map, everything that happens around is just a card that you will stick in this map. Of course, the cards, same card appears in different parts of the same map. Another card, okay, this goes here, where there is another space where it can be fulfilled, here, here, here. To which side, to which tendency is the most amount of cards getting placed? To this one. What is this one? Evolution. Okay, perfect. What is this one? Conservation only. Okay, well, not so perfect, but okay. Doesn't affect me. What is this one? Cessation, self-destruction, and shit. Okay, run. No. You don't need to see the media. You don't need to. This I just watch it. This content media, because some people at least they try to do the work to just at least do this, the story. Okay. Fuck your mind. Fuck my perspective. Fuck my intentions. Do the discipline practice for what it is, like as a physician will do. No, these are the happenings. These are the elements of the happening. These are the participants. These are the context, the circumstances. These are the backgrounds. And after this happened this, and after this happened this, and this guy react like this, and these people interpret this, etc., etc., etc. And that is a card by itself of a happening that occur in reality. Most of these things, most of time, they are just showing you the matter. Somebody killed another guy. Somebody was complaining of this. Somebody broke a treatment. Somebody, but the middle is never really clarified. Of course, recursive patterns appear always, and then you can identify what was that thing missing. Knowing what is the potential start and what is the supposedly proven ending. When the ending is not proven, the most likely that is just fake news. Naturally, there is no other thing that could be. But yes, same happening in every dimension of human life. How always been like that, but also that is a good trip of this life, because how always been like that, how always happening over and over and over in Inception and all those things I have already explained. But the thing is that consciousness grows through the humans of what human consciousness is in their life, the recognition of life itself within them and outside them. According humans and are doing also the work of doing that. So you were 5 years old, and when you were 5 years old, there was another 20 or 30 years old guy living something like what you're living now. But when you get 30 years old, you will start living what he started living, or in a different version of it. Also, according you could say the quality of your experience, and so on, until civilization change, outperforms itself or destroy itself, and society upgrade or adapt better to reality or not, or just they go back to the Stone Age where everybody were believing that rain is an act of God or anything, or like sickness is provoked by demons and shit. No. That is what it looks like. Everything is getting back to. mostly in what is human relations, respect of privacy, personal privacy, and individual freedom. But also is fun. Also is enjoyable to see it. Also is the reality. Like why I will have something against it. I will be another idiot if I will have something against it. Enjoyable in the sense that if you can really perceive it, you are free of the karma of that shit. That's something that should make you feel good. It's like, okay, there was a rain. I am always the person that was aware that if I place this coat, I will not get wet. The rest of people get wet. Somebody had immunodeficiencies. The rain was contaminated. The rain then provoked some people to get killed, other people to get stuck in a mud, other people to get flooded. But I was fine, perfect. No, how I will not feel good? It's like I'm not feeling good because the person is dying. I'm feeling good because I was aware enough to don't be stupid. That is not on no morality, and that is not miss of respect of that other people. That's what the guy in the lake wants to frame. Like, I know if you are successful and the rest are idiots like me, you cannot be happy because that is pain for me. That's pretty much its message. But okay, that exists. That is part of all this play in that sense.